There's a difference between skepticism and cynicism. And I have encountered a lot of people who, at least through their journey in fitness, have become very cynical about even trying to get to their goal or listening to somebody trying to direct them. And I can understand that. I think the fitness industry does create a lot of cynics because there's a lot of desire to get to a goal, and there's people who are willing to take advantage of you when you're in that state. Above all, though, it's important to be skeptic or skeptical about things that you hear or are told. But I would move away from being cynical, because that cynicism is what actually keeps you from making an attempt. It keeps you from putting more effort in. It keeps you from even starting in some cases. But it also keeps you from believing that it's possible. And the truth of the matter is it is possible. You can do this. You can get to your goal. It might not be easy, but it's definitely simple. It's pretty straightforward. But it's not going to help if you're in your own way, if you're believing that it's not possible, but I'll give this a try. It's almost like you're giving yourself an excuse not to succeed before you even start. Because it's like, I don't believe this is possible, but I'll give it a try. But are you giving it a try? Like, are you actually making an attempt if already you believe it's not possible? And again, I get being skeptical. Like, you might hear someone say, it's okay to eat pretty much any type of calorie you like as long as you're in a calorie deficit. And like intuitively you might think, what? You can have all the ice cream you want and be in a calorie deficit and lose weight? It's okay to be skeptical about that. I know that I was. But there's a difference between, again, skeptical and cynical. But the fact is, you could technically lose weight even in a calorie deficit with having foods that maybe don't line up with being the healthiest in terms of your body chemistry or the way your body performs. And there's also there's an article by Jordan, or there's an article about Jordan, I should say, where he had a Big Mac every day for 30 days and he actually lost weight. And he was just trying to prove a point, because that goes against that whole documentary where that guy was having just McDonald's for a full month. Whereas like he was having for all 3 meals, and if they asked him to upsize, he would upsize. I forget what it's called, but it goes against that. And most people would actually sort of fall behind that person who's saying eating burgers every day is bad for you. But there's a ground in between those 2 points, right? And the cynic would not believe much. The skeptic would actually look at the data, look at the information, and make the right decision. Truth of the matter is, you probably would gain weight if you had a burger every meal because of the amount of calories included. But if you were to have it just for dinner, for example, and it was only 500, 600 calories, and for somehow you stayed underneath your calorie deficit, or you remained in a calorie deficit for the remainder of the day, you're technically going to lose weight. Yeah, again, you might feel skeptical about hearing that, but that is the science. So all I'm saying is continue to become more skeptical. Look at the data, ask questions. If someone's touting something to you, ask them to explain it. Ask them to get into detail. If they get all like nervous, it's probably because they A, don't believe what they're saying, B, they don't understand, or C, they're trying to actually trick you. So it's okay to be skeptical, but by all means, please do not be cynical. The people around you, don't let them speak like cynics, because truthfully, it is possible. You can get to your goal, and it's actually not that complicated.